Shit. You know it's coming. You can read all the signs. Inexplicable departures, evasions, when you're caught in a small lie and tell a larger one to hide it. Moods range from unbridled lust to "don't you dare touch me" to complete indifference. I tried to talk about it. I tried to reason. I tried to threaten. You do this until one day you wake up and think, "This bitch is cheating on me, but I don't give a fuck." So you plan your own exit strategy. You pass the money around, thanking any power in the universe for not making it to the children's stage. Think about the pain, public humiliation, physical violence. You'll think about just disappearing, and then you'll give up on the idea because if she keeps pestering you, it won't make the slightest difference to her. So you become sullen, withdrawn, and let her tirades and disrespect roll off of you because you simply don't give a damn, watching in amazement as she realizes that if you don't already know, you suspect. You enjoy how she tries to keep everything to a minimum. Upset when she comes home from an intimate affair with her lover and discovers that you are not at home, eagerly awaiting your return. And the shock on her face when you say no to sex with her and then have her like a cheap whore when she least expects it. Then the explosion and its consequences occur. It was a neighborhood party. Summertime, guys in shorts, girls mostly in sundresses, scattered among really short shorts and low-cut tops. You drink, you flirt, you talk nonsense. You're comfortable in your surroundings because you know it's harmless. Then you start to notice something. Eye contact between them. Quick glances, avoiding each other, then coming together for some intense conversation. Now you know which of your friends is stabbing you in the back. You'd feel sorry for his wife if she weren't such an arrogant bitch. They all deserve each other. You get called upon to help cook on the grill because everyone in the group knows you're the best cook there, including the women. This is an ideal observation position. He disappears. 5 minutes later, she does the same. You're looking around for someone to delegate grilling duties to when God gives you a gift and the grill dies and the propane tank runs completely empty. "Dude, you're out of propane," I say to our host, one of the few people I actually like. "I didn't think it could end," he says, as his wife of 9 years squirms happily on his lap. "I have another one in the basement. I'll bring it." You laugh and tell him that he looks a little busy while the rest of the crowd smirks and you go after it yourself, deciding to look for the down on your luck lovers. You find them, of all places, in the basement. He is standing in the doorway of the pantry. His shorts are pulled down to his ankles, grabbing the door frame for support. You can't actually see the woman kneeling, but there was only one woman in a pink top and white shorts. You flash hot, flash cold, then look down at your hand and notice the grill fork you were lazily carrying downstairs. He stops encouraging the woman with praise to look at the trembling silver shaft, 2 prongs of which pass through his hand, pinning it to the doorpost. Before he can scream and warn the woman, you step back and kick him in the groin. You partially succeed, and you hear the woman gag in surprise. The man would have fainted, but his pinned hand seems to keep him on his feet. Smirking, you head back upstairs, telling your neighbor, who also happens to be a registered nurse, that she might need to go down to the basement. It looks like there might have been an accident there. You tell her a few parting words for lovers. Tell her that there is no point in coming home anymore, but let her come anyway if she has the courage. Tell him that if the cops come here, next time it will be much worse than a stabbed arm. The group thundered down the stairs to see him holding his hand, trying to stop the bleeding. His shorts are still around his ankles. She lies on the floor, vomiting. Then, of course, there are consequences. The couples separate, and a couple of people are asked not to come to the parties anymore. Homes are put up for sale because no one can afford them on their own. Neighbors shake their heads, certain that this could never happen to them, until months or years later when it does. Surprised that you don't feel even more bitter, you realize that you had time to mentally prepare for this, unlike your spouse, who is suddenly hit with it. There were tears, pleas, consultations, but the divorce took place. Neither of us can afford to leave town, so we see each other from time to time. She wants to talk, but I just ignore her and move on. Looks like I have more important things to think about. Life goes on. Subscribe to our channel so that your second chaff doesn't cheat on you, and go ahead and listen to the next story, because this story is nothing compared to the next one. If you're under 18, don't even think about listening to the next one.